About 3 years ago, when I decided I would be left-handed, I thought people were either lefties or righties, like black or white. In fact, no. I see lateralization as a spectrum, with a percentage. We can observe 3 persons having breakfast here. I am the closer one to the camera. Nina, on my left, nearly always uses her right hand to eat. She might be around 91% righty, while Eza could be 75. He also eats with his left hand. The strong and weak hands have a built harmony. It is generally the strong one which handles the tools, lifts heavier jars, held a glass, or is used to wipe one's ass, while the weak ones scrub the bottom, hold the apples, but also, in my case, peel oranges. 23 years of rightiness for 3 years of leftiness. My left hand is still very lame. For actions like writing and using tools, it gets better, but for using the computer pad, the mouse is still easier. To pour liquids into containers, I still struggle to remember to use my left hand and to be accurate. Same goes with sewing by hand or cutting my toenails. I am not doing it often enough for the left emotion to dig deep. At this stage, simple actions like removing buds from potatoes can be done simultaneously and quite efficiently with both hands, even if it tends to be a desynchronized task. Indeed, potatoes don't have buds in the very same spots. When it comes to eating activities, and one hand might be dirty, it is generally the weak one. The strong holds the cup, while the others soak the bread. This way one can eat and then drink without having the cup handle dirty. It looks simple, but it is a human logic polished by centuries, millennia of civilization. Something as casual as having your arms crossed on your chest is in fact influenced by a lateralized habit. The life of a lefty apprentice is not easy every day. I look very often more clumsy than average, but it is also full of nice surprises. One day, I found a pair of lovely red scissors. I felt them surprisingly easy to use. In fact, they were left-handed ones. They made my relationship with cutting smoother, but still sometimes it is very slow. Writing is better, but still awkward. Not only for me, but also for others. I didn't thought about that before, but after having casually left a good amount of notes to my fellows in the art school, I found out people might think either I suffer from some weird type of dyslexia, or my handwriting is very ugly. However, there are also cases where it made my life easier, when learning a new skill requiring endurance, like milking for example. The fact I can change hands helped me to hold way longer than average dummy. I generally use my right hand still when it is an action I don't know and can be potentially dangerous. The daily injections of my egg donation, I first did them all in righty mode before daring to go lefty. Regardless to how much goodwill I can put in learning leftiness, there are still somewhat desperate situations. The world is made by and for a righty logic. Tools like angle grinders, juicers with a handle, sewing machines and so many others are thought to be righties. If it is possible to trick the juicer and put it backwards, to use my sewing machine in lefty mode would have me unable to see the buttons and screen. Another case where tending towards 2 good hands is useful, drawing. Not only because for life model it can go faster, but because it produced the best punchline of my whole not particularly shiny career. After another day looking more dumb than average for lefty reasons, I was painting a wall with painting rolls. Someone passed by and asked me, "Why do you have two rolls?" Suspense. "Because I have two hands!" I felt so proud of myself. But bad jokes apart, I thought about it because while drawing, the question came back quite often. I found out I had in fact no other answer. To have two good writing hands doesn't look useful. Maybe this is why humans aren't ambidextrous. I realized little bit by little bit that we shape the world as much as it shapes us. Kids follow their parents in motions. Would an ambidextrous parent raise ambidextrous kids? I have no clue, but I feel one thing for certain. It is worth it. The beginning sucks, but then you reach a point where you can make a genuine strength from a previous disability. My brain is behaving differently, and new situations are easier to handle. New skills learned faster, and the unknown, whatever it is, less scary. Even if it come from the hands and come back to them, I don't think lefty, righty, or ambidextrous have so much to do with the hands. I see my lateralization the way I see my gender, a way to position the body towards existence.